It is not always as it seems. Sometimes we mix things up. So, because you have a lot of people who seem empathetic towards you, you've come to tell them your story, and everyone is saying, you know what, you've tried for that man, just come out of that marriage. So, you have a lot of online in laws who seem to be advocating for you, who seem to be clapping for you, who seem to be saying, come out of that marriage. You know, the man doesn't respect you, he disrespects you. If he cannot respect you, you can't be in that marriage. Come out, I beg, come outside. And you too, you pack your bag, your baggages, and you want to go out of your marriage. My darling wives, you need to sit down and listen. As a woman who has been married for about 20 years, I can say this to you, that every single marriage is going through something. There are issues. I've always taught you that marriages have stages. Every marriage has stages. So that woman you are seeing, whose husband is so respectful of, whose husband is mindful of, has gone through a particular phase, and she's able to come out successful. I was watching a couple walk down, I think they were doing a renewal of vow after about 30 years or 30 something years, and everybody was just, oh wow, this man loves his wife so much and all of that. And in my head, I'm like, if only you can go and interview that woman, she's going to tell you a whole lot that she went through. She's going to tell you her story, and you're going to say at some point, wow, you went through a lot and you stayed in that marriage. Me, I can't stay in that marriage. Oh yes, she stayed in that marriage. And what you are seeing today is the benefit of marriage. What you are seeing her, why you are seeing her smile, is because she's beginning to enjoy the benefits of marriage. There's no greater blessing, there's no greater joy. She was walking down with her 2 children, so lovely to behold. You needed to see that video. The woman was just beaming with smile, because that was a complete history. That was a complete tree. Her husband, herself, and her children. She had a reason to thank God for the years God saw her through the marriage. My darling wives, there are hard times in marriage, and there are good times in marriage. There are easy times in marriage. But you see, the hard time, it's not the time for you to pack your bag and baggages and walk out of the marriage. It's the time to sit down and work things out. It's a time to say, you know what, I've gotten to a point where I really need to sit down and evaluate the situation and know where I can come in, where I can help my marriage. You need to fight for your marriage. Don't listen to them when they tell you don't fight for the marriage. Come out of the marriage, because the truth is that when you come out from the marriage, you are going to get into a lot of mess. Yes, you heard me. You're going to get into a lot of mess, because at some point the human heart longs, to want a companionship. That's the purpose of God for marriage. You're going to now be longing for someone to love you. You're going to now be longing to be with someone who you can call your own. And before you can get to this point again, trust me, you would have gone through a lot of messy roads, sleeping with men that you're not supposed to sleep with, that on a normal day you should have no business with. A lot of you are going to go through several failed relationships because first and foremost, you have not even healed, and you are bleeding. You're going to be bleeding on every man that you meet, until eventually you're going to settle for, just settle, because you have to settle. Because when you count, since I left my husband, I've slept with 2 men thinking it's going to work out, and it didn't work out. Not because the men are not good, but because you have not healed. And it's not going to be easy for you, because you are going to keep comparing and judging the poor innocent men with your husband who has hurt you. And before you know what is happening, you are going to be in a triangle and ask yourself, how did I get here? So it is better to work it out. I was on my treadmill this morning, and I was doing my workout session, and I told myself, I said, do you know one of the reasons why a lot of women now do a lot too much? You want to lose weight, for example, you're pumping your body with all sorts of things, swallowing all sorts of things. It is because patience has eluded a lot of women. You are no longer patient enough to say, you know what, I'm going to work out, I'm going to jog, I'm going to watch what I eat, I'm going to, it's going to take years, it's going to take months, it's going to take, weeks, but I'm still going to achieve it. But no, nobody's patient anymore. Everybody wants the quick way. And so you get married and you just want your husband to love you without any effort from you. Some of you, I even hear you say, I have a bad character, he should take me for my bad character. Nobody wants to work on themselves anymore. Nobody wants to be accountable. Nobody wants to, follow rules and regulations, and nobody wants to work on anything anymore. We just want the results without the work. And that's why we are where we are. If your marriage gets hard, it's not the time to work out. It's the time to actually work hard. I hope this helps you.